Hey, what's up, everybody? Do a new video. One of my subscribers that I know in real life, this woman I work with, she watches my videos, and she's a Christian, and she basically pointed 2 points out to me. She said she gets offended, by the language I use, too many fucks and whatnot. So that's one of the points I'm going to answer in this video. I'm going to try and clean it up for her because, I want her to watch it and basically understand what I'm talking about. And the other one, she says that I bash Christians. So we'll start there. Yeah, I do bash Christians in a way, but not Christianity. And not all Christians. And I find myself having probably put this disclaimer at the top of my channel or something, or at all my videos. Not against all of you, just the fucking weird ones. When you got somebody like Fred Phelps, it's rambling as fuck now. I was in a chat room with, in the tiny chat room with Brett Keane the other night. And there was this guy in there. He was a pretty good dude. He was running for the priesthood. Or not running, because anyway, he was trying to become a priest. And he was a nice dude. We got along. We talked about some stuff. He got my humor. I got his. He wasn't offended by my language or anything. Cause Catholics usually aren't. Catholics are usually light. They just go way overboard with sin and guilt. But people were questioning him and whatnot and all that, and he was all for it and reading out his Bible, and he was a pretty alright dude, and I gave him a little bit of advice that I told him that the biggest advice I could give him was, if he was going to be in like chat rooms or being a priest anyway, is to read the Bible cover to cover, because usually what I deal with as an atheist is I run into people who want to debate me on stuff, but like Christians or something, but they'll say, I know 100% the Bible is true. Right there lets you know that they've never read the Bible. Not even once. They won't even sit down for maybe, let's just say 5 hours. It took me longer because I read slowly, but let's just say 5 hours to read the whole book. They won't even sit down for that, If you're going to call yourself a Christian, be a Christian and read your Bible. But don't give me this, I know 100% of the Bible is true. Well, the part about Earth not being flat is not true, and as well as many other things. You could say some of it could possibly be true, but I doubt 4 horsemen are going to run out of the sky and kill everybody one day, and then unicorns and all kinds of weird, crazy shit. Giants, there's another one. But anyway, she's like, you bash Christians and whatnot. I don't mean it against all Christians. I've said forever, if you want to be a Christian, that's fine. I personally believe that you see something that is not there. And in certain psychological circles, we call that a hallucination. I gotta go with how I feel, but if that's the hallucination you want to have, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You can do what you want, I'm just not gonna be a participant. I'm gonna let you have that, I'll stay out of it and you stay away from me. For the most part, if you want to pray for me, that's fine, but, don't come up to my door and go, you have to do this or otherwise you're going to hell. Because that's where you step over from being the Christian that is okay with me to being the Christian that is not okay with me. Christians don't need to be out there waving picket signs telling people that they're bad and that they're going to hell, Leave people the hell alone, Live your life, they'll live theirs, And, it's insane to me. We got people like Fred Phelps who are quite utterly insane, and nobody, well, not a whole lot of people are basically telling this dude, shut the fuck up. Just go back to your home and do something with your life, sort of. But, there's also a thing that is, as far as the Constitution goes, I am non-negotiable on the Constitution as it is, with all the rights, but some I prefer more so than others. Like, I don't want to take anybody's guns away, but, I'm not a big champion of gun rights, and, because I don't think they're extremely infringed upon in this country. Criminals get guns all the fucking time, you know. There's not enough restrictions with guns, is what I'm saying. But if somebody tried to take them all away from somebody, I'd say, hell no, that's not right. It's our Constitution, you can have guns. But with separation of church and state, that's widely just pissed on every day. You know, you got Bibles in courtrooms where they don't belong, all right? And as well as many other things besides that. But when it comes to that, when I see stuff like that, it's separation of church and state. State cannot come into a church, and church cannot come into a state, or state-run, you know, facility, government type shit. And that is not negotiable. There's no negotiating. There's like, oh, what if we do it like this? Or, you know, the monument inside the courtroom isn't all that bad. No, there is no negotiating. I'm not moving on this issue, fucking period. You keep it the fuck out, and I will stay out of yours. All right, leave it alone. And that's it, you know. But if, like this woman I work with, if Christians are like her, you know, she's pretty alright, you know. But, and let me check the time real quick, because I'm sure I'm probably going to go over. Yeah, no, I got enough time to do it. But anyway, this other issue she brought up with me with language, used to me F words and whatnot. I just picked this up yesterday, George Orwell's 1984, and it's the first time I've had my entire copy. I read, I guess, most of it when I was a kid, but when I was a kid I got it from the library, and if you saw my library life stories, or I forget what they're called, in my town they basically restricted books, or tried to restrict books, or almost outright ban them, but I got a copy of this when I was in high school, but what somebody did is they went through and like tore like 5 or 6 pages or here and there out, so I read the story and it made sense in context. There was just huge chunks missing, but now it's got the complete copy. But one of the things I do remember from this book is this whole term with thought crime. It's saying that you're not even allowed to think about something. And that's the thing with language, you know, that Hitler famously tried to restrict certain words, certain Jewish words. He even tried to restrict the word Jew at one time, tried to make it illegal to even say the word. Of course it didn't take, because then later on he's like, oh, no, you can, fine, it's fine. You could talk about it, just talk about it in a disparaging way, you know. You did! You know, little Eric Cartman reference for you. But he, of course, burned books and everything. But this whole thing, she's like, oh, that offends people. It's vulgar language, she was saying with my videos. When you let a word emotionally affect you, the word controls you. You're enslaved by the word. There is nothing wrong with the word fuck. It is just, as a society, we have built up on ourselves that this word is somehow naughty. It's somehow bad. You know, it offends people. And you know what? If it does offend people, you know, I'm not saying go into, or I should, or anybody should go into like a daycare center and start calling everybody a cunt. But usually I primarily get it, you know, use it when I'm on these videos and when I'm talking about something I'm angry about, because usually when I'm using these words, I run into like, run into a few teabaggers who, you know, thought Obama was the Antichrist and was going to enslave the white race and stupid bullshit. But you can't calmly talk to people like that. Hold on, let me check the time again. Yeah, I might have to make a part 2 of this video, but I'll wrap this up real quick. You can't calmly talk to people like that. You can't. When somebody comes to you, I've heard everything from these teabaggers, everything under the sun. He's the Antichrist, he's cooking up race-specific bioweapons to take out white people, yet he's half white, so I don't know if he's like some sort of black daywalker, or, you know, some weird shit like that, and the race weapons won't affect him. And you know what's funny is the Black Panthers Party, they say the same thing, that Obama's cooking up race weapons, and the government is, to take out black people, but he's half black, so there again, you know, was he like the black daywalker, like the race-specific bioweapons won't get him? It's all bullshit. But anyway, let me do part 2 and clear this up, so peace for right now.